Who do we got? Hey everyone, it's Donnie from the JR's Life. So it's been a while. We've had these chickens for approximately, I think, 3 months. I personally built this chicken coop called Cluckingham Palace back in about middle May, completed it at the end of May, and got these furry little friends shortly in June. So we've had a beautiful summer with them. They've become really nice pets and they're very enjoyable and loving the garden and all the greens and fruits that summer have to offer. And just thought we would take you through a little run through of the chicken coop and show you exactly what I've done here. So if you're looking to build something like this, you can either get some ideas, you can copy the whole thing if you want, but I think it's just fun to share your ideas and your creations of what you built exactly. So I did get a couple ideas from other YouTubers out there too for my chicken coop. I haven't personally seen anything like mine. I basically have all pine outside that I did a little technique called shoshugi ban. And it's just kind of a burning technique to treat the wood and to give it the beauty of the color. So over here we have our area where the chickens just roam around. You can see that they've eaten all the grass around the outer perimeter of the cage. So let's just kind of take a walk through here and show you exactly what I built. So I did see a few other videos and used other people's ideas on a few things through this build. I used kind of everything that you see behind me for a Canadian climate. I have insulated it to keep them warm throughout the winter and keep them sheltered throughout the weather. And I've used all cedar on the outside here to withstand our Canadian climate. I put special wire on, not normal chicken wire. It's a little easier to see through. It could possibly let a smaller animal in, say like a mink, if there was one around, but what I do at night for any predators is I do put the door on just to keep them safe after they go to bed. So they do use this ramp to go up every single night. They are like a clock. If it's dusk, that's about when they usually go up to roost in the building here. So they do have 8x6 run that they can be outside during the day, and if they need any shade, they're able to get underneath the building, which is 4x3, and they can get underneath there during about noon hour, and they do their little dust baths and bathe in the dirt, kind of like they are right now, just scratching and throwing dirt up on their wings. That's to help with lice or any little predators that like to get on their chicken little feathers. So that's kind of the pen and where they hang out for the day. We throw our little chicken scraps in there, meaning like any food scraps, vegetables, anything that we would throw in the garbage or green bin. So they enjoy it and nothing goes to waste around here, and it makes beautiful, healthy, yummy eggs for us. Hey girls? So behind me we have the egg box where the chickens all lay their eggs. So I built this, it's all insulated as well, little lift up lid, and has a lock on just because, you know, if was a heavy wind, I don't think it would even blow this up. It's so heavy anyways. And you just lift up, and I do have a supporting stick to hold the lid up. So when you do reach in and grab the eggs, that you can carefully grab them and not have them land on the ground and go splat. So this is where they lay their eggs. I didn't do any compartments or any 2 or 3 compartments for the chickens because I did read that all chickens will lay in the same spot. Well, they do. Sometimes there's literally 3 of them sitting in here laying eggs at the same time. So it's kind of comical. They will sit in there and lay their eggs, and then after they're done, they walk back out and enjoy their day. So that's the egg compartment, and the stick goes down, very easy to use. Lid goes down, locks. We got our steel on there for rain and snow. And then we have this beautiful window. This is actually sticks in behind here through the window is their perching station. So at night and evenings we'll often come out and look at them, and they're sitting there by the window either looking at us or sleeping, or in the mornings when I come out to let them out through their door, they're usually all excited and making all their clucking noises and wanting out. So it's nice to see them, and nice that they can have nice daylight throughout the winter as well, because they are going to be spending the majority of the time in here in the winter, not outside. So I wanted to give them lots of nice daylight so they can enjoy that, what Mother Nature has for them. So back here we have the storage compartment. So I built kind of, it looks like an end panel, but it is a door. It just opens up at the bottom, that flips down. The door opens here, and we have a spot for some straw for their nesting area and food. So it all stays in here, and it's easy to get and easy for me to just feed them for a few days or however long that I want to put that food in for them. So it's easy to grab, easy to feed them. Everything's out here. I think if you're building a chicken coop, I think it's nice to have all that stuff in one spot, so don't have to bring it out every time. It's here, and you can feed them very easily. So down here below, I built a built-in drawer. Now, I haven't pulled this out for a while, but this built-in drawer acts as their clean out station. So this is how I clean the chicken coop out when they need to get cleaned out. It hasn't been cleaned out for a while, obviously, but at least you get to see exactly how it acts. So this pulls right out. I have sawdust in here, and you can see all their beautiful droppings that they have. So I just pull it out. I bring my little wheelbarrow over. I put it beside here. I take my shovel, shovel everything out, put the new sawdust in, push it back in, and we're good to go. Very easy clean out. Anybody that's building a chicken coop, a custom one, definitely one of the top things you should do is do a built-in drawer for cleaning out, because it's just better than going in there and cleaning it inside. So that just slides all the way back in until it hits the front. This goes back up. The door shuts and locks, and everything's closed up and sealed. So behind me here, if you're wondering what these little red stickers are, so at the start of the year, and I'll warn you, if you have any of carpenter bees, if you ever heard of them, maybe just Google them to see what they actually do. But I was finding I had these little spots that they actually drill, like it looks like they drill a hole. And sure enough, I found these bees, and they would have their little back ends sticking out, and that's what they drilled, and they were almost drilling right through. So I put these pieces of tape on to stop them, Once I did that a few times for about a week, they left, never seen them again. So most likely in the springtime is when you're gonna have to watch out for carpenter bees. This is pine, so it seems like they do go after that specific wood. So just to warn you, be careful with that and watch, because you might get carpenter bees. So some of you may ask, what about rats or mice? For food, I've chosen a plant-based diet for them. So what that does is it doesn't attract the mice or the rats. So if you went to a different chicken kind of food that has, I'm not even sure what would be in it, but I've researched other chicken foods and they do attract mice and rodents. And I also researched that plant-based won't attract them, so that's why I've chosen that. Their main food though is basically the chicken food, but we do give them, again, lots of greens and stuff from the garden, because that is the best things for them, because you are eating the eggs, so you want them the healthiest that they can be. And the healthier that they get, the more orange the yolk gets. So that's how you tell if you have a really, really healthy egg that has tons and tons of vitamins in it. So the next thing is security. So I actually took all the wire from the top of the cage and I actually ran it all the way around the whole perimeter of the building and the cage, about 20 inches from the cage, all underneath the ground, and then put the sod back on top of it. So for raccoons or fox, they're gonna dig, and if they dig to try to get underneath the wood itself, they're gonna hit the wire, and as soon as the wire hits their claws, they're gonna stop immediately and they're not gonna bother them anymore. The other thing I do, because the wire is a little heavier, just in case there is mink, never seen one around here, but a mink could possibly squeeze through this wire. I again do put that door on at night while they sleep. Then nothing's getting in, they're safe in there, and they're secure. So those are some of the security things. I did wrap wire all the way over the top as well, so nothing can get in from the top. This is all completely wired in. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for security. There's not too much else that's gonna try to get at them, and nothing's gonna get through this gauge of wire either. A raccoon's not gonna be able to bend it. They're not gonna be able to break it at all. The other thing I did is I did put a few of these LED lights on top for at night. It actually shines light down at night, and that just shows me, like when I'm outside sitting on the deck, that if there is something kind of running around, I can see it. Plus, usually predators don't like light and they don't like to be seen, so that's another thing that I've done. You can also see too, I forgot to mention, I do put sawdust on the ground. That just kind of helps with the flies, and it helps with their droppings, kind of soak it up, and it's easier to clean up as well. So if you're looking to get a chicken coop and you want to keep it clean and fresh smelling and not like really stinky, sawdust is amazing. It soaks up everything, even like the food waste that we put in there, it soaks it up, saturates it. It's easy to clean up. I use a rake, just a normal yard rake, to clean it up, and use a flat shovel it. And I'm lucky enough to have a garden that has a little compost area, and that's actually where I put all the chicken droppings and the sawdust, and it breaks down, and then I put that into my garden, and it makes a nice healthy plant for us for the next year coming up, next season when we're putting our garden in. So the chickens are actually beneficial in a lot of other ways. They help create our garden, make it healthy, and give us strong plants. Also, we take their eggshells and we feed a few eggshells back to them. If you know anything about chickens, that it does take a lot for them to process an egg, and it does rob them of a lot of calcium. So giving them the chicken shells back to them gives them that calcium back, because they do get deficient in calcium. So that's another thing that you kind of want to watch for. Some other foods that you might not want to feed them, I suggest Googling it yourself, but some of the ones off the top of my head are avocado peels. You're not supposed to feed them to them. And I'm not sure of any other ones off the top of my head that you really can't feed them, but like obviously chocolate and all those kind of things. It's basically just vegetables that you want to give, and some fruit. They really love that, like watermelon grinds, watermelon, anything that's kind of vegetable that's kind of going bad in your fridge. You know, you could possibly give them that kind of stuff. So I'll take you for a little bit of a walk inside the pen just so you can actually see everything as well. And here they are just eating all the grass. They just love grass and greens. And we'll just follow it up the ladder like they would. So every evening they walk up, and this is where they go. So they like being up high at night, so I've put a few different perches up top, and they fly up there, and they all have their different spots where they perch at night. So that's the interior. It is insulated in behind that wood. So if you are wondering if you're not seeing insulation, it is insulated. And again, the little litter box, drawer box, it's all there. And underneath, this is where I have their food and their water. And just another thing you might want to have is an area where it's all soiled. They'll do all their dust bathing in here in the hot afternoon. When they want shade and they want to get out of the sun, that's where they do their dust bathing. And we have our water container. I try to give them water every other day, fresh water, clean it out. You can do it however you would like, but that's what I do. So that's the underneath and the inside of the cage. They are happy and are just loving life. So one last thing here, if you were to get locked in here, I did buy a little catch that has a end on it, so if I have to get out and I get locked inside, I just pull on it and the door opens, just like so. So that's a nice thing to get for your chicken coop as well, if you're wanting that. Thanks again for watching Cluckingham Palace. It was fun showing everybody Cluckingham Palace. I'm super happy with everything that I have done behind me. I'm hoping it helps and inspires you that are looking to build your little chicken coop or backyard chicken coop. And I hope that everyone enjoyed it. So don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of our fun videos and more things that are coming up in the JR's life. And if you'd like to see the how-to build on this chicken coop, that's going to be our next video. There's going to be fun things of exactly how I've started this build from scratch to finish. So don't forget to follow and subscribe. See ya. So thanks for watching this episode of Cluckingham Palace. So that's a wrap of what, JR's life?
Yeah?
I don't even know anymore.
Yeah?
I don't even know anymore. I hope to see you on the next episode. Hope you enjoyed.